When we first walked into the toy shop, it was very different. Like the walls were completely full of like ceiling to floor shelving, which were like stuffed with boxes of toys, and they covered every wall. This floor, the ground floor, the street level, was split into kind of two rooms, like the shop front and a back office, which we wanted to open it all out into one big room. And then the basement ceiling was really low, so it literally just came to above head height. And we wanted to turn the basement into a working commercial kitchen. So that meant we needed to raise the floor in part of it, which is quite a big job. And that's where I'm literally sitting now, that we had to lift that floor about 2 feet higher and make it like the working space that we needed on both the ground level and basement level. So those were the main things. So quite a lot. So we found out about Nova Designs from a recommendation from a friend, and it was one of the best recommendations we could have had. We did go out to a few different builders, but when we met with Adam, he just was so relaxed and unflustered by everything, and it just felt like anything we wanted to do, they could make happen. Nova Design were brilliant from start to finish throughout the project. Everything we asked of them, they could do, and more at times. We wanted quite specific things, which they always went above and beyond to do. So Nova Design helped build this whole bespoke kitchen unit from scratch. We wanted it made out of certain materials. It needed hand painting, all of things that I think can take a long time and are quite difficult, but they were super happy to just kind of crack on and do it. The team at Nova Design were a brilliant team to work with. They arrived on site on time. They were super respectful to our neighbours. Obviously a building project can be quite disruptive, but they were really conscious to get on well with our neighbours, make sure they spoke to them if the power was going to be off, water needed to be off, so that we could make sure everyone was aware and out at the right time. The team were really communicative, so Nova Design, we had a point of contact that we could speak to at all times if we had any questions, any concerns. Like, we would just send a message, we'd get a response. Like, it was just, that was so good. Like any project, we had some unexpected obstacles to overcome. One in particular was the power supply to the building. With having some quite large kitchen appliances, we needed to upgrade our power supply, which entailed speaking to UK Power Networks, who were very difficult to work with. The project manager from Nova Design, Adam, was extremely helpful in helping liaise with them and finding out exactly what needed to be done, and also telling them what needed to be done, because they'd got it wrong and Nova Design team had got it right, so they basically helped turn it around. The team worked really hard, and they were also super meticulous, clean and tidy. At the end of the day, they'd clear everything away. We trusted them to lock up the premises. We knew that the shop was in safe hands and that it wasn't going to be causing any issues on the street with kind of dirt and rubbish and all sorts outside. It was always kept really neat and tidy and respectful of the street and the community that we were going to become a part of, so we're very grateful. We didn't want to go a day past it, and that's exactly what happened. We opened on the day that we wanted to. It meant that the team gave up some of their weekends to come and work and help get everything finished so that we could open the door to customers on 24th of January. The team 100% met my expectations in terms of their dedication and effort throughout the project. I've never personally worked or had a kind of a building project. So for me, as a first experience, it felt pretty seamless, to be honest. We had drawings done for that, but then we could just hand those straight over to the Nova Design team, and they made those drawings come to life, essentially. We would come in for site visits and sort of decide, exactly what height we wanted things or exactly where to place things, but in terms of building it and making it a physical cafe, they completely ran that whole process and yeah, made it reality. One of the reasons we wanted to go with them was because their pricing seemed the most fair and good value for the works that were required. Throughout the project, there is more call on the budget for unexpected issues, etc. If you know, things that can be supplied, but the team at Nova Design always went out to the market and did research and found the best option for us, but were also willing to work with us if we found a better price somewhere. They were always working with us to help keep as much to budget as possible, which we really appreciated. We definitely feel like Nova Design provided great value for the end result. We feel super happy with the space that we have got here in the cafe and how well it works for us and our business. Yeah, it's been a dream to move into this place, and they've made it what it is. I have already recommended Nova Design to several people and other businesses, anyone looking for any construction work. But I had such a great experience with working with Nova Design that I actually used them again for my own personal renovation on my flat, and they were as wonderful as they were when we worked here. So yeah, couldn't recommend them enough. Some final thoughts about Nova Design is also just to mention how much kind of love and attention they put into their work. The quality of what we've received in terms of the end product. When our customers come in now, they're really wowed by what they can see and the atmosphere it's created. It's really welcoming and warm, and we want this to be a cafe that stands the test of time, and I think that the love and care that they put into their work and the skill that they had to do it has meant that hopefully that will happen and will be here for many, many years to come.